Hello, everyone. I'm Lobby Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, or here in person. Yes, as you guys see, just like last week, I'm here now in our meditation hall. Today, a different angle. I'll be changing the angle every day until we find the right one. uh, so I'm very glad to be here with you all. So hello, our members in Texas. Hi, Eric. Hi, Vivi. Hello, Wendy and John, Mom and Dad, Kai C. Uh, Peter's gone now. Kev and our members in YouTube. Hello, Julie, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So I hope everyone's been having a wonderful weekend so far. Overall, okay? Yeah? It's definitely a good weekend for me. I'm very happy to be here with you guys and get to do another hybrid session and continually doing this as long as we're able to. So, as always, remember when we meditate, there's only two simple steps: relaxation and awareness. You don't have to force or push in any way. So, if you practice meditation and other techniques, sometimes you'll hear sit still, don't move. It's not wrong. It's correct. It's just the wording tends to be misleading for people today. Because when you hear sit still, don't move, we tend to tense up. That's the opposite of what you should be doing. My master, realizing we're doing this, he reminded us all to relax first. Be comfortable. Because once you're comfortable, you'll naturally stay still. And when you're naturally still and comfortable, it helps you start to let go of the body because you'll be at ease, comfortable, not worrying so much about it. And then you start to go inward as you were supposed to. So as we practice together, remember, take it easy, take it slow. You don't need to force, you don't need to push. And one thing I like to say is we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. And what I mean is you don't have to look perfect. Okay? You don't have to be some perfect pose or anything like that. Just be comfortable. Feel perfect. If you want to eventually be able to sit in that position, sure. Stretch, adjust little by little. Eventually, you'll be able to get it. But don't feel like you need to do it right away. Adjust comfortably. The main thing is once you're comfortable, everything will fall into place the way it's supposed to. So, first, relax. Be comfortable, okay? But at the same time, not too comfortable. Don't go and just knock out. If you do fall asleep during meditation, it's okay. All right. Remember, it's okay. We're human. Uh, if you're really tired, you're probably going to fall asleep. If you just had a big meal, you're probably going to fall asleep. So allow nature to happen. It's okay. But if you have rested plenty, you didn't have a big meal before this, and you still fall asleep, now we need to add more awareness. That means you're just losing the focus there. So that's why we use a meditation object. Visualize something, anything at all. So as we practice, just remember, relax your body and then let your mind relax by staying with just one thing, something simple and easy. Okay? And as you visualize or imagine, it doesn't need to be perfect either. Okay? It could be kind of like a silhouette of the image you're thinking. It could even be just simply a feeling of it. So allow yourself to take your time, take it easy, allow it to happen naturally. All right? So, as now it's, oh, hello, Pat. Thanks for joining in. So, now as we begin, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. You don't need to rush. Take your time. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Relaxing your neck, your shoulders, allowing them to feel light and loose, nice and comfortable. And relaxing your arms, allowing the relaxation to trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your fingers. Allow your arms to feel light, loose, and comfortable. Then relaxing your chest, your abdomen, and your back. Slowly going down your back, one vertebra at a time. Feel like you are getting a massage. Releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your back. Little by little, inch by inch, letting all the aches and pains melt away, leaving only comfort and relaxation all the way down your back. And allow that relaxation to flow down to your legs. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step is relaxation. So allow your body to feel nice and comfortable. But if you still have any discomfort at any time throughout the entire session, feel free to adjust. It is okay to move. Making that minor adjustment can be the difference between enduring and enjoying. So don't force yourself to be completely still if it is uncomfortable. Or really, you shouldn't force at all. Allow yourself to make adjustments. We are practicing. We're not perfect. Like if you're riding a bicycle. Once we learn how to get some balance, we learn that each time you pedal, your balance goes a little off. So how do we do it? We counterbalance. We add in just the right amount of adjustment each time. And as we practice more and more, it gets easier and easier to the point where you don't even have to think about it anymore. You almost do it automatically. Just like meditation. We're all practicing. We're still learning how to balance and stay upright. Eventually, when we start pedaling, you'll realize how much you need to adjust depending on the situation. Whether you use the mantra, the meditation object, or realizing you need to reset or restart, and then continue when you're ready. Resetting and restarting is actually the best advice I was ever given in meditation. Even though I've heard it since I first started, I had a misunderstanding, thinking that it's okay to reset and restart only once, when in reality, you can reset or restart as much as you need to. When I was on a special meditation retreat for monks with high-level meditators, he said, if you need a number of how many times you can reset, he said, go ahead and take 5,000 in one session. If that limit is not enough, then go ahead and take 10,000 resets. Resetting often doesn't necessarily mean you are bad at meditation. At the same time, resetting less often doesn't necessarily mean you're doing well either. We reset because we realize our balance is off. to help us get back to the balance. For masters, they still reset, but they adjust much quicker because they know how much they need to adjust. For all of us, we're still practicing, but we're getting better each time. So don't ever feel discouraged, thinking that meditation is not for me. When in reality, meditation is good for everyone. But we must understand it takes time. So remember, relax your body, relax your mind. Don't try to force, don't try to rush. Take your time. As slow as it might seem, this is actually the shortcut in how to improve in your meditation. It's us learning how to slow down and eventually stop. But take your time. You don't need to be perfect right away. As you give yourself time to adjust and grow, you'll continue to get better and better. Peace will come easier and easier. Son mo Araham Son mo Araham Son mo Araham. Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Mo. Arahang. Arahang. Mo. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding country, until filling the entire world. And now throughout the universe, thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sapphe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jinarakampan타 Misapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapathamanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now that we finished the session. As always, you should either feel it was very easy, a good session, or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions because every time we practice, when it's a good session, you feel very good, very easy. Great. Try and do it again. The days that feel a bit challenging, it's okay. Now you know your obstacles, and then we just work on it little by little. For example, if you had a really wandering mind, your mind just wanted to go everywhere except for be here. It's okay. Very natural, very normal. So now we know what object to use or the mantra that might help. You'll start to see which thing worked better. And you'll start to find the best way that works for you. Like for me, I've realized that the mantra has been my go-to tool. I like the mantra. How I say it is actually how just only I say it this way. Other monks don't say it this way. It's because I'm saying it exactly how I do it. That's how it sounds inside my mind. But for you, it can sound a little bit different. You can make it higher or lower pitch. It can be slower or faster. It's totally up to you because the tools are your personal tools. You don't have to use what I use. You use what works for you. I share with you the general tools that most people use. And then you fine tune, tweak to make it work just for you. Okay? So I hope you all keep up your practice. So, before we go into questions and comments, as I see a few on YouTube already, I'd like to share a quote with you all. For today, I want to share with you 4 good habits that we should all have. So, what are these habits? Just a moment. Can't read my screen. But did you guys can see it already? One is to have affection for Bun and inner peace. As I have explained to on online before, Bun is good energy, or you could say the name of good karma. So the energy that happens from our good deeds, the goodness that we do. So having affection for that, wanting to do goodness. Two, abstain from using harsh or bad language. So beware of your mouth. Our mouth is quite amazing. It's a way for us to bring in nutrients, for us to eat, and good energy to grow and heal. But also, it's our way of our communication. And our communication can be, if good, we can create peace. Not so good, you might start a war. So, beware of your mouth. For number 3, be happier to give than to receive. This is a good way to help us start to open up, to be able to give and share. Okay, it doesn't mean to give away everything. If you're not able to do that, don't do that yet. But at least enough where you're able to help out a little bit here and there to help a friend in need. And the 4th one, associate with wise people. Why? Meaning, if you're close to someone who is wise, who will be helpful in helping you become better, helping you give good advice, helping share with you how you can improve. When you're around wise people, they can't help but help lift everyone else up. They don't want to just be up on top all the time. They want to help everyone. So if you're around a friend who's like that, great. Or you have a teacher or advisor, it's good to have. So if you ever meet someone who's just like that, find time to be around them more. Easy example, look at the people in the room or online or here together. We're all doing our best to be better. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my part, trying to help everyone out. So we do what we can, okay? So these 4 habits are good habits to have. Practice, all right? You don't have to be perfect, okay? But when we start to practice even a little bit, it starts to help us move in the right direction, to help us find more peace, more calm. So I hope you all practice this. Okay, so now I open the floor to you all. If anyone has any questions or wonders. Also, let me say hello. Hi, Akshi. I see you're there. Who else came in? Yeah, today you'll see me looking down because the screen's down here. Also on YouTube. Hello, Hakuzo. So his first question here. He says, besides meditating all day, what other ways do master monks excel compared to training monks? Oh, well, one thing is that, oh, actually, I could show you guys. Did that work? That didn't work. Okay. That's only on late night. So, other things that master monks do, they're really, it's really because of their meditation that helps them be able to excel at everything. And this is why we practice the mind. When your mind is able to focus, you're able to absorb and achieve any goal you want to do when you are mindful and practicing. So, for example, someone might be amazing at meditation, but they're not using it in their daily life. So, during the time they sit still like a rock, like a statue, and their mind's very peaceful. You can just see radiance and energy emanating from them. And then once they leave the meditation hall, they're like everyone else. You're like, oh. It all depends on how you use it. It's just like a knife. A knife can be wonderful in the kitchen, a great tool to help cook a wonderful meal, or it can be a weapon to hurt someone. So it's the same kind of thing. If you use your tool, it can help you in many other ways. A good example is our master Lompa Mashayo. I don't have a picture today, but we know him as the master monk. Another amazing thing is he's very good at on the spot poetry, and you're like, huh? So he used to have a what is it? He'd have a daily show where he'd talk for about 2 hours, and just talk about different things that we would listen in, and people knew that he loved poetry, like he liked to read it, and he'll read a little thing, and when someone would write him a poem, he would reply back in a poem right there on the spot. And you go, ha, no extra script. He would just write it right there in the class as he's reading it. He's like, oh, nice. Here, and just reads it out to us. You go, how can he do that? A lot of our temple songs, if you understood Thai, he's the one who wrote the lyrics, and you go, wow. So, just some of the example of amazing things that can happen. But that's just a little thing. There are other amazing things you'll meet from a lot of other monks. So let's just say that the meditation itself is what helps them open up to be able to gain more skills because you have the focus, the mindset to help you do it very well. And that's why I'm here sharing meditation with you all. Because once you know how to meditate, it's a great way to help us find some calm, find some peace, but also when you start to gain that focus, the focus to really do anything. And all this stuff I'm doing online that you guys see me doing, it's all thanks to practice and thanks to meditation, helping me be able to do all this at the same time. And of course, everyone excels at different things. Not all monks can do what I'm doing, even if they practice. So everyone excels at different things. Technology just happens to be my thing. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another question from Hakuzo saying, have you heard any more news about the sinkhole in Thailand? I have not heard much. So those who may have heard in Thailand, there have been some sinkholes in Bangkok. I heard there's actually quite a few, not just that one. There was one video that was circulating, but there have been several. I've heard from the monks. They said that sadly in Thailand in that area, they said that they have what is that? They used up all the water, the underground water there, so then it's just pretty much empty. And they said that you have to be careful; it's going to sink, and lo and behold, it has happened. So from what I've heard so far, I haven't heard anyone get hurt, just a lot of damages. But yeah, so yeah, sending good energy to them all. Another question. Okay, so another one from Hagazo. He's asking, can instant karma, uh, let's see here. Let me read it again. Can instant karma, instead of something physical happening, cause you to feel guilt or accomplishment instead? Okay, so instant karma is a thing that is more social media because sometimes you get to see it literally right there where someone does something bad and then immediately something bad happens and they go, they have to pay for it. In general, it doesn't normally work that way. How karma actually works, it's not so much instant, it's more what happened, it's more of a coincidence that what you just did made another thing that or another thing happen at the same time. Because what happens to you in this life is due to karma you've made before. So things in other lifetimes as well as earlier on. But yeah, I guess a lot of instant karma can be like if you smack someone, of course they're gonna smack you back. You know, it's kind of like that. But in general, karma doesn't normally work instant. Not normally. That's just consequences of your actions. But a lot of things that why we have what we have is thanks to the good deeds we've done, the good karma we have. At the same time, what you do with that good karma, that good energy, also depends on how you are today. That's like why you think if you do good and good things happen, why is it that like a mafia boss has so much money? Why is it they are so rich? How is that? Past life. In their past life, this is Buddhism. Past life, we believe that they did a lot of good. That's why they were able to gain so much and why they're able to be successful, but sadly doing a bad thing. So what they're living on today is the good karma from the past life. But right now, they're using all their good karma to do bad karma. So their next life is not going to look so good. And this is just an example. It's like here's one example that I have to share. Suppose someone robbed a bank, and as they're running away, their car toppled over, and then when they wake up, they have amnesia. They don't remember any of that. Will they still need to go to jail for the crime they committed? They do. Why is that? Because there's proof, all this proof, even though he doesn't remember. That's kind of like how karma works. We don't remember the bad that we've done. It's another lifetime. Or the good. We're just now experiencing it. Like I shared with you, the water and the salt. Water is all the goodness we do, and the salt is all the bad. We continue to keep adding water and salt into our tank. The flavor of the water is the outcome. So if we happen to have a lot more water, the salt is very diluted, there's barely any taste, then the good tends to take effect. But if we have been only adding salt into the tank, the water's going to get salty very fast. And then all it's going to be is obstacles. So this is a quick summary of karma. But yes, it gets quite complicated. But in general, do good, good things happen. Do bad, bad things happen. So we do our best to do more good. If you find that it is helpful to you and others, it's usually it's usually going in the right direction. If it tends to be detrimental to you or others, it's usually not so good. So do your best. We're all doing our best. Okay. Thank you for your questions. Any questions here in person or on Zoom or no? Oh, I forgot to say hi to Amit. Thanks for saying hi on Facebook. Okay, then if no other questions, oh, okay. Hello, May.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi,
Hi.
Steve here. Hey, I have a question about Katina.
Mhm.
Could you talk about that some?
Okay, so, all right. So Katina is a robe offering ceremony, which is actually happening very soon. In Buddhism, we have a time period called Vasa, or at least in English we call it Vasa. In Thai we say Kaupansa, and it's usually the rainy season in Southeast Asia and India. Hence, they call it the Rains Retreat. And it's a 3-month period, which is kind of like our Buddhist Lent. Though instead of trying to give up something, it's more of a practice more diligently, try to do more good. And for monks, this is the time that we practice more diligently. So what happened was after the 3-month period, the Buddha allowed the monks to have a special ceremony where the lay people can offer robes to the monks. So these robes, they last, but if you don't take care of them, they don't last very long. This one that I'm wearing, I think it's about 7 years old. So yeah, they last. If you take care of them anyway. But even though they last, eventually they start to rip, tear, and you need to take care of it. So it's a good opportunity to get a new robe. Of course, nowadays since they're manufactured, not as difficult, so we can get a new robe each year. But anyways, to the story is they offer the robe to the monks, and in the Buddha's time, the Buddha said instead of offering it just specifically to someone, to one of the monks because he's your favorite, suppose. Like let's say you all like, oh, let's get a robe for Lonely Clint, Instead of doing it to just one monk, we do something called Sanghadana, which means offering to. So dana means giving, so giving to the Sangha or the entire community. So they offer this special robe to the entire monastic community. And the Buddha said it generates much more boon, much more merit, more good energy. And then the monks will decide who gets this honor robe. And then this honor robe, so this katina offering is offered to the group of monks only if they had at least 5 monks in the temple. At least 5 months in the temple during that entire 3-month period. If there's any reason that you need to leave the temple, they cannot be gone more than 6 nights. So that's one thing. That's why when I went to New Jersey, I could only be there for about 5 or 6 days, and then immediately come back. And then also, what is it? How am I blanking out? There's one more thing. I'll go talk about it next time. But anyways.
1 month.
Oh, that's right. Thank you very much, Pime. And the Katina ceremony can only happen within 1 month after the end of the rains retreat. So this year it will be October. October is the times that we have a Katina, and it changes year to year because it goes by the lunar calendar. So once we have once the end of the retreat ends, we have 1 month period that we can have a Katina ceremony. Each temple can only have one. So we can't have a Katina ceremony every week or something like that. And it's usually the big fundraising day where everyone gets to come in, make this big donation. But it's also because it's a way to show honor and respect to the monks for practicing diligently and doing their best, but also a way to help us care for the temple. Back during that time, cloth wasn't so easily found. Katina actually means like a sewing loom. I think that's the name. So quite literally, they would come together bringing the sewing materials and then just quite literally piece together the robe together as a group, as a community, and then they will offer it, and then it became the name of the ceremony, the Katina robe offering ceremony. Nowadays, like I said, we manufacture it, so it's a little bit easier to get now, and we don't need a Katina itself, but we still have the ceremony. We keep it going. This year here in Toronto, I happen to be the one who should be receiving the robe. So, just in case you're wondering. And also, it'll be on the 25th here. So that Saturday, we won't have class due to I'll be doing the ceremony here. But yeah, most temples do it on Sundays, but we have a lot of friend temples around here that do it on Sunday, so we thought, we'll do it Saturday. So a lot of our members like to go to different temples to help them all out, and we applaud that. It's a good thing to do. So yeah, that's a little bit about Katina.
Would it be possible on that Saturday to actually just kind of live stream or even run the Zoom, and just so we could see you getting, the offering and the whole Katina ceremony there? Something to think about. I don't know.
It would be about 3 a.m. for you, though. For you.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, for me, but that's because I'm here in Hawaii, but there's, other folks might be interested.
Actually, we will be streaming it on just on Zoom, but it's a different room, the room for Toronto. Just because because for our ceremony, we're going to rent a tent because this room's not big enough for everyone. So it'll be streamed right outside, and then people can watch from home too. I'll post the information later if you guys are interested.
Yeah, that'd be great.
As well as other temples, they usually do it also because they know that a lot of our members sometimes we want to join in, but sometimes we can't travel to the place. For example, some people they're very generous and they make a donation to a temple far away, and then they can't make it. So it's nice to be able to join the ceremony right from home. But yeah, I'll definitely share that information if you guys are interested. Okay. Then, as now time has come to a close, but if you're here on Zoom, definitely stay longer if you'd like to chat. So before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.